All right, welcome back. It's day 2 of the built-in build. So yesterday we left you off, we got all the pieces cut out, and then we cleared out the whole area downstairs where the built-in is gonna be. So today, we're just gonna start knocking out the assembly. I still need to go get the 2x6s to make all the shelves and everything with, so I'll probably end up doing that later this afternoon, but at least this morning, I just wanna get all of the pieces put together and get them ready so Jenny can paint them while I'm working on the shelves out here. This is my most favorite part of any project, is after you've got all the pieces cut out, you start assembling it for the first time and getting it all to fit in together. Very excited to have you with us today. It's just, oh my gosh, the fact that you guys follow along and are interested in what we're doing just makes it that much more fun. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, fill up your coffee mug, and we're just gonna knock out some more built-in. I just realized we're gonna have to paint over these. So stay tuned to figure out if you should do this before you paint or after you paint, because I don't really know. Yeah, so if you don't know, so these little things, these little paddles, go into these holes, and then that gives it a place for the shelf to sit. Now with 4 of these, it should be pretty strong. Again, these are not gonna be like the biggest shelves in the world, but they are gonna be kind of wide, so we'll kind of see how they work out. I think it'll be fine. We're using solid wood for the shelves, so I don't think there'll be too much flex. Plus, I don't think we're putting a whole lot of weight on the shelves anyway. Okay, so before we start actually putting it together, there's one more thing that we need to do, and that is these blue pieces from yesterday. I never actually cut the notch out of here. It's kind of a silly design, but it's really all I had to do because I wanted this shelf to come out and then the door to close. That way you can sweep out the cabinet in case, you know, it gets dirty or anything like that. So what you can do is I just cut this notch right here in this side piece. So I have to cut where there isn't blue right here is what I need to cut out of the board. I think I'm just gonna draw my lines on it, and then that side's going up against the wall, so I think I can get away with cutting out the long part on the table saw and then maybe just a jigsaw for the side right there. So I don't really care if it's got a little bit, you know, because the table saw blade is curved when it's going into the cut, so I don't really care if there's like a groove cut in the side of this right here, because that's gonna be against the wall anyway, so it'll never be seen. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'll have to be careful with orientation, because if I do that and then it's on the inside, then we've still got a problem. Okay, so we just finished the bottom parts. I didn't really have any issues. So after I got the first one built, I kind of had a little bit of a heart attack. If you know anything, if you watch Jay Bates videos, a couple months ago, he tried to build a makeup vanity with Sean Stone for Sean Stone's wife. And they built it all in SketchUp and they got the dimensions right and everything. And lo and behold, when they built it, it didn't work in the actual world. It was just too small. It looked more like a kid's table than an actual desk. And that's what I thought we did here. I set it down, I was like, whoa, that's really low. So stopped the camera, I ran inside, I grabbed a chair and I sat it next to it. And you know, it's a little lower for a desk, but at the same time, you know, it's not a big deal. It's a built-in. I'm about 6 foot tall, so I like things a lot higher, especially desks, or I like to be able to access everything on the desk if I'm standing up without having to raise everything. But anyway, it still comes up. I'm still getting about 4 or 5 inches of clearance. It's really not that low. It'll be fine. Plus the top is going to be another 1.5 inches before you actually get to the work surface. So I think it'll be perfectly fine. It just kind of scared me. I thought it would just be a little bit taller. All right, so I'm fairly certain that these cabinets are going to be blocking some of the outlets that I have on the wall where they are currently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the length of the cabinet and then measure the outlet distance off of the edge of the wall. So they're the same dimension on both sides, which makes it stupid easy for me. So, well, I say that, but all right, so I'm going to get out my hole saws and we'll cut them out. All right, so Jenny just got back from the paint store, which is nice. We're gonna use, what is it, Benjamin Vore Advanced? Yeah, it's a cabinet paint. Yeah. Sam Ryan Designs on Instagram is who turned us on to that. She used it for a beautiful blue sort of, I don't know, buffet table. Yeah, so we asked her what paint she used and that's what she told us. So we're pretty excited to use it. It was expensive. Holy snot, it was like $50 for the whole can. He's
like, so how much do you want? I was like, 1 gallon.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey stuff, but it's supposed to be really high quality.
I'm gonna make it stretch.
So we'll figure it out. This is what everyone sees. So if you spend more money on this and maybe get a cheaper plywood or something, even though we didn't do that either. Anyway, there's other places to cut corners, but the finish I think is where your money needs to go because that's where everybody's gonna see it. Anyway, we just got done cutting the outlet boxes in the sides. I screwed up, but it's okay. We salvaged it. It's okay. So we decided instead of sending Jenny to paint because of dust in the air in the garage and everything, we're just gonna finish everything today and tomorrow, just building it, and then we can paint it all at the same time, finish it, stain it. Everything that needs its own finish will get done after the air is clear in the garage. There's no dust particles floating around. So,
because basically we don't paint inside anymore. Because the last time we did that, our cat hopped right in the pan of paint and just walked all over. Carpet, shower, bathroom. We've got some paw prints that'll never come out of our shower. What I'm doing right now is called edge banding. So what we want to do, since we're making the majority of this out of plywood, is I'm going to take my pieces, and if you look at the side, you can see the layers of the plywood. I want this to look like solid wood. I also want to make sure that the paint doesn't get sucked into this portion because it's a little bit rougher. I want everything to be nice and smooth. So I take this veneer right here. One side is the nice birch, which matches our plywood, and the other side is a glue that's activated by heat. So to make it stick to the sides, we're going to use an iron. I have that heating up. It's on like the highest setting, but we don't want steam to come out, so I have that feature turned off. So we're going to take this edge banding here. I'm going to lay it across this long edge, put it down like this. Then I'm going to pick up my iron, and I'm going to start at one end, and I'm not going to slide it down very fast. I want to kind of hold it in one spot for a while to activate that glue. And once you press it down, you don't want to be scooting it around a lot because that glue will slide around and it won't stay even.
All right, while Jenny's working on edge banding, I'm gonna take all these 12-foot long 2x6s and run them through the table saw to get rid of this roundover. That way we can glue them up together and it'll be nice and flush. I'm tired. We resawed all of the shelves, so those are gonna be glued up tomorrow after we plane them smooth, get them the same height. We started working on the top, which that's just gonna take time with the glue. So I think we're gonna call it there for day 2.
A lot of progress today though.
Yeah.
Like a ton.
Thank you so much for watching these videos. It's really cool to see someone come along with us and watch us just do stuff that we would normally do. So thanks for being part of the experience. We really get a lot out of it. So hit that like button, leave us a comment. We really do want to get better, and we want to listen to your feedback because we're just learning.
Yes.
And we want to get better. So we're not going to get better unless people help us. So leave your stuff down below. Yes. If you're watching this far, please just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You're gonna like the stuff that we put out. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.